What's up, everyone? This is Frank from HR Expert. Video of today is to explain our reporting tool that we've been working on for a little while now. It is a great tool that we are using now and promoting for all the managers that wants to have a great communication between the trainer, the management team, and yeah, it's just a great tool to make the follow-up and follow the training path that is proposed either by HR Expert or if you want to implement your own training path. So we're going to get through all the tabs, and I will explain you exactly how everything works. So we have 5 different tabs that we need to see. The tool is well divided and it's pretty easy to understand. So I'll start from the training team tab, which is the simplest. What you have to do here is quite simple. You just need to put all your training team that you decided to train to be your trainer. You put their name there and you enter the position also. Once it's done, you just leave it as it is and you'll see what it does after. The second thing I want to show you is that we have inside the tool, we have decided to implement an evaluation sheet that is customizable, that is really easy to use again. So the way it's done is really simple. You just enter the name of the person. Well, actually, that also needs to be written right here and just transpose after over here. Evaluation date. And you select the position of the person that you're training, and it will allow you to see exactly which evaluation goes with the position. So the way it works is quite simple. It's you have a scale from 1 to 5, 1 being like requires constantly follow-up and 5 being a star performer. For every single aspect, so let's say position knowledge for server, A would be demonstrate profound knowledge of the menu, explain it easily to the guest. B, capable of executing various positions when needed. So all this can be changed if you want. So you can go right here, you right click on evaluation. You can't see what's going on right now, but you can right click and unhide. So if you unhide the sheet, which is evaluation per position, you can customize your own evaluation sheet. So let's say for server A, I want to change the first one to something else. I can just delete it and write something else. So let's say just an example. If I go in evaluation, automatically it changes automatically here. So you can do that. I'm going to put that back to where it is. And as I said, if you select a different position, so let's say for instance I'm training a host, it will change all the evaluation by itself and put it for an evaluation for a host. So position knowledge will be different. It's going to be good understanding and handling of wait list and reservation system, good understanding and coordinating, and good seating rotation. So no matter what's the position you have, you can just select it and change it. And again, if you don't like what we are proposing you for the host position, you can just go there and just change what you need. The only thing that you need to know is that you cannot change the first thing here, position knowledge, and you cannot change the letter. It needs to remain the same. So you can just change what's after the letter, which is the description of what needs to be changed. So that pretty much sums it up for the evaluation. It's super easy to use, and as I said, it's well made and it's easily adaptable for your restaurant. You can just put your logo there and you can get it rolling after. The other tab we're going to see is the training path and reporting tool. Now that's the heart of the entire program. What's important there is to understand why we made it that way. It is plain simple. You know, if you want to start and set up a OneDrive account, you can put this file on the OneDrive and all your trainers would have access to that exact file, which would allow them to modify it on the OneDrive and everybody would see the change. Everybody that is on the OneDrive would see what's going on for every single day of the training. So it's a great way to communicate between the team, and it's a great way for managers to make a follow-up and see, okay, did the trainer fill out the report? Did he make sure that everything was covered? So it's a great way just to have all this. So the way it works is plain simple again. So obviously the reason why it took us so long to do that tool is because we had to determine how we would do a training path for every single position and how would it be doable for every single restaurant. So we had to find a common ground where all the servers are pretty much living the same thing in every restaurant. So we created a training path for every single position. Now you're not obligated to follow those training paths, but I would highly recommend them to you. We put in a lot of hours in that, and I think honestly overall you guys would benefit from using them. So let's say, for instance, I want to have a training pad of a server. I can just click on this over here, and it's going to populate everything in one shot. So you have the training pad on 7 days, and you have an extra shift if needed. And everything in the description is written. The moment you'll know exactly, let's say, which date you want to put it. You can select also your trainer. There's no list right now because obviously we didn't populate the training team tab. But again, you don't see the drop-down menu right now, but you'll see if you click on trainer, you have a drop-down over there. And then you can write trainer's comments. So overall, a great night. I think I would focus on menu knowledge, for instance. And then manager verification, again, it's a drop-down menu that you don't see, but you can either choose review of the day needed. So you can choose, and you get to choose if the person in training is ready for the next day, which is day 2, or if he needs a review of the day. So you get to choose that. So as I said, no matter what you choose, HR expert, bartender, it gives you a full training path for bartender on 6 days again. You have expediter, which is runner, if you want to have also a running training tool, sorry. You have host, dishwasher, busser, and you can choose exactly what you want. Now, for those of you who are buying the tool and already have a training path already prepared, you can also choose what you want to have. So the way it works is plain and simple. You just got to delete the first row. It's just going to delete everything. Sorry, I'm just going to delete this also. And the way it works is that you have an HR Expert Plus custom training pad. You can click here. Now, if you want to create entirely your training pad inside the tool, well, it's plain and simple. You know, for server, you get to decide how many days you want it scheduled on. So if you want in the first day to be the server to be a host, so that they can see exactly how your hosting team works, you can put host, and you just write in the description over here what needs to be covered that day. So for instance, menu, review, seating plan, seating and section plan, overall reservation system, etc. So you choose that, and then day 2 you want this to be a busser shift because you want your server to understand what's the reality of the busser, and then at the end you just want server shift where they're going to execute their position and train for that position. So you put server for the rest of them. So let's say you do a plan on 6 days. Now what's going to happen is if you go here automatically and you just click here and select server, it's not going to work because you need to do something else for it to work. You need to go in training path per position. And now we grouped every single position so it looks a little bit better. Unlock grouping, press OK, and then you press undo. Now the reason why it was not transposing the right thing is because over here, you don't see it, but there's a drop-down menu on HR Expert Training Pad. If you click on it, you can select Custom Training Pad. And this is the training pad that you did right over here that will be transposed right over here. So you can do that for every single position. So custom training pad, and then if you want the HR Expert Training Pad, you just select it and it's going to be that thing that will be transposed in the training pad and reporting tool. So if I put it that way, automatically, day 1, host, menu review, seating and section plan, overall reservation system. So you can do your entire training that way, and it's super simple. Honestly, if you want to put your training pad, you just have to go there and just put it down, and automatically it will transpose. Now, for those of you who likes, let's say, 2 or 3 positions that we are offering with the training path of HR Expert. So let's say you like the training path that we offer for server, but you'd rather do your own for the host. You can also do that. The way you do it is you just go in this place. So server, you want to put your own, but you want our training path for the host. So you just leave it as it is here, HR Expert training path, and everything will be transposed automatically. Now, if you want also your training path for host, you just select custom training path, and again, you go here and you put what you need for your training path. That's pretty much how it works. I think it's pretty straightforward. If you have any question, feel free to just write us to the email on the top right, and we'll be there for you for sure. It takes I would say a couple hours to just put the system up. And the moment you do it, you're all set, and I'm guaranteeing you it's going to be so much more easier. So thank you for watching.